Hi, we're back here at the Creation Evidence Museum in Glen Rose, Texas. This is so exciting, and we have only begun to show you all the wonderful things you're going to see. Please come and visit. You know, I'm walking over ground that a dinosaur could have walked on years and years ago. I'm headed now from the road up to the Bone Lab to go see what Miss Belinda is doing. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Oh my goodness, Miss Belinda, what in the world is that big black rock?
Well, Martha, this is a gastrolith, and it's actually what we call a gizzard stone. And it's kind of like what chickens do. They eat rocks and they send them down to their belly, and it helps them digest their food. So this is a really good example of one of the
a real one. It
gastroliths. It sure did. It sure did. So you can see that it's pretty shiny. It's got some sheen to it. It's kind of oily feeling actually too. And the other thing that the gastroliths have in common is they have angles. So this one's very, very good because it has all the angles needed to be a gastrolith. It's been rumbling around in that belly all that time. And another thing to point out are these lines. Most of the really good old gastroliths actually have lines in them.
Yeah.
You know, we don't really know why. Okay, I don't know why. But when you find a really good old gastrolith, this is what it looks like. So this is a phenomenal specimen of a gizzard stone that actually a dinosaur ate, swallowed, and it stayed in his belly and helped him digest his food. Now, we found it on the same mountain that we're digging all the dinosaur skeletons out. So you ask me, how did it get there? So I'm assuming, since it wasn't found inside the dig area itself, that this was found outside, but it was still part of the same Morrison Formation. So that's where the dinosaurs lived. So I'm just going to assume that during the flood, it was, in the bellies, and then after the flood, 300 years after the flood, during Peleg's time, the earth divided, and that's when a lot of the mountain ranges came. And so we're thinking that perhaps this got separated from, because of all of the erosion now that we're having, opening up these dinosaur sites where we're finding more and more bones, that some of the sedimentary rock layers and things are being exposed to the elements.
That makes
so
sense.
This was showing up. Of course, then you had a lot of volcanic activity and earthquake activity, which could have separated it from its host. But this is just a fantastic specimen of
It's gorgeous. You know, I used to have a rock polisher, and I would take rocks that I had and tumble them around for days and days and hours and hours and hours, so they would come out this smooth. But this actually came out of a living creature's fingers.
Exactly. And
Have a good day.
the longer they stayed in the belly, the more oil they had on them. So we've got little samples in my buckets that are so, just like super, super shiny. You could almost see yourself in the glare.
Okay, I am here in the Bone Lab where they're actually working on stuff that they have found. And look, here is a real person. This is Miss Julie. Tell me, tell me, how did you get started working with dinosaur bones?
Well, basically, we got involved with the Creation Museum about 11 years ago, and we just did some volunteer stuff around. And Dr. Ball goes just about every year to Colorado to dig, and we got invited. So on our first dig, we spent a lot of time in the water and the mud, tramping up the mountain for it, and then we finally brought the bones back to the lab here, and actually the lab's only been in existence in about 2 years. And so we do the first Saturday of every month. We usually am able to work on bones, and we also do it during spring break when we've got a week off. We come and open it up so that people can come and touch real dinosaur
See what you're doing. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So what are you doing right now?
Well, right now I'm working on some ribs that we got out of a pelvic area. That
Now those
Carson's
don't look
working on.
like ribs at the barbecue place.
No, they're definitely not.
No.
They're a little bit more fragile.
Okay.
So,
And do you know what they came from yet? What kind of
we
dinosaur?
believe it's a Camarasaurus.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna let you guys.
Okay, so
see
I'm walking
our
down
gastrolith
here, and all of the pieces of bones Are these the actual ones or are these replicas?
These are all real bones. I am the chief flunky.
And Scruffy. Look at Scruffy down there. That's the dinosaur dog. Yeah. What are you working on, sir?
I'm working on a pelvic structure of a sauropod. That would have been one of the long necks and walked on all four. Pelvic structure was discovered in 2014. We've been working on it for about on and off about 6 months. So we're in the process of cleaning it, preserving it, and making some repairs where these pieces are cracked apart and kind of jigsaw puzzling it back together where we need to.
So this is actually what you dug out of the rock.
This is it. Yeah.
And what is this casing that's all around it? What do you do to it to get it here?
When we find it in the ground, we dig all the way around it. We find all the edges. So we know how big it is, how complete it is.
Mm-hmm.
Then once we do that, we dig under it a little bit to try to see how thick the fossil is. And then once we've done that, we cover it in the foil here, aluminum foil. And then we put this plaster jacket around it to hold it together and to protect it so we can take it out and move it. And once we jacket that side, then once that plaster jacket is cured, then we roll it over and we put a plaster jacket on the other side.
You get it? Do you do it yourself? You transport it yourself?
We do it all ourselves.
Wow.
In fact, you can see this wooden sled here. This was built specifically to get these large, extremely heavy jackets down off the mountain and transport back here.
Julie told me that you all come on the first Saturday and open this up so people could actually see. Okay, I hope you're hearing that. We're still in the Creation Evidence Museum in Glen Rose, Texas, and you need to get your moms and dads to bring you. Thank you very much for explaining this to us. See ya, Scruffy. He's not waking up. Now, you know I'm just a little nervous because I don't have my glasses on, and I'm just, right, but I'm going to get to do some digging. So she told me to put a little bit of water on, and then scrape. That's the wrong side. I don't know which side. I'm scraping a dinosaur.
In Colorado.
Do I see black? I can't tell if I see black because I don't have my glasses on. I don't know whether I'm down there or not.
So the rock's going to be very hard, so you won't be able to scrape the rock.
Okay, good.
So just keep scraping.
Just keep scraping. This is like Dory. Keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Well, I found a little hole here. Oh, this is so fun. Is this something that they get to do, kind of something like this, when the kids come?
They actually are making dinosaur footprint arts, like with cement and molds, and they get to make a dinosaur footprint and take home with them when they come on that first Saturday of every month.
All right, you guys hear that? You got to get your moms and dads to bring you. Well, good morning. It's Gigi again, and yep, I'm in the car. It's school day. I have classes 2 days a week, and I keep Baby Bear 2 days a week. And on the other days, I'm either going to church or the grocery store or visiting family, so I'm always in the car. But anyway, I just wanted to ask, how are the dinosaurs? You know, it's very important that we understand about dinosaurs because the most important thing for every single person to do, aside from asking Jesus to come into their heart, is to believe that God created this world for us to enjoy, for us to fellowship in, for us to live in. He created it for us and He made it perfect. But it wasn't God that messed it up, it was sin. And when we believe the Bible, as the Bible says things happened, then we find an easier way to believe that what God says is true. Dinosaurs are very important to all of that. We don't lift up dinosaurs over Jesus. Oh my goodness, no. But dinosaurs are a very, very, very important part of the history of who we are and why we're here. The dinosaurs aren't here anymore, but we can learn from them. Just like you sit in your history classes in school and you learn names and dates, and 1492 Columbus sailed the ocean blue and all that stuff. Well, it's not so important to know the names of all the dinosaurs, but it is important to know that they were here when God said they were here. And that's when he created the earth. So I hope you're enjoying this study of dinosaurs, because I'm not doing it just because I like Jurassic Park. I don't even like Jurassic Park because it makes all the dinosaurs look mean and angry. And they probably were after the flood. But in the beginning, I bet there were kids. I bet you Adam and Eve rode on the neck of a Brontosaurus. I bet they did. Look that up. Have a happy day. Bye.